beginning and where you guys are at right now?
Oh yeah, that time of year again to get back out here, the fun part, all that off season, which I think separates, first of all, football from every other sport, and then obviously each team gets separated by how much actual work they put in the off season, and it just goes beyond the 7-on-7s and all that kind of stuff. It's all the lifting and other activities that you do to get ready for a season, and here we are, in full gear, ready to go. This is the fun time. This is when we want to be out here. This is when we want to see what we really have, because you can't really tell in the shirts and shorts. You got to get out and get the gear on.
Talk about, I know you coaches often don't want to talk about expectations in the summer, but you lost some key guys, but you have a lot of key guys back off a semifinal team.
Yeah, it's always nice when you've got an offensive line group that returns. 2014, we were all brand new on the O-line. 15, all return, where get a chance to win a CIF championship. 16, we were all brand new. 17, we got a lot of returners. I think anytime you can build around an O-line and you add the quarterback returning, that really makes a difference.
You had an addition of Tyler Casados from La Mirada.
Yeah, Tyler was here originally, like his other two brothers played here, and he was here originally, and then he left La Mirada. Then he's back now. They moved, and here he is.
What does that do to your offensive line? It's got to make it just that much better, I would think.
Oh yeah, Tyler, his brothers Tony and Trevor were fantastic players here. Obviously, sad to see Tyler change schools when he did, but we knew he was going to be really, really good. And, the way things worked out, here he is back again. I know his other brothers might not want to hear this, but he might be the best Casados of the group. He's got a few scholarship offers, well-deserved. He's physical, strong. One thing about him, he brings, in my opinion, like a defensive mentality to the offensive line.
And talk about your quarterback, Zach, who really came on his own the second half of last year.
Yeah, he did. That's the thing about experience. No matter what, you can't get experience any other way than actually doing it. Zach grew up playing football, but he never was a quarterback. Now he comes to La Habra High School as a freshman. He didn't even go for quarterback as a freshman here. He ended up getting discovered during practice time. He starts, he's a league champion quarterback. Sophomore year, he sits behind Eric Barrier, plays in the JV games. Last year, he's thrown into the starting role. And, all in all, what was he, a year and a half as a quarterback? And here he's a varsity starter. A lot of kids nowadays, they grow up playing quarterback. They've thrown the ball 10,000 times. Zach threw it a couple hundred. And last year's experience was really going to pay off for him this year. Because I agree with you, Steve, he really got better as the year went on. And you saw that development change. I mean, you can't go to the semifinals in Division II if you're not playing at a decent level. And he obviously picked it up and got us into the semis.
Now, you lost your best receiver to graduation, Prince.
Yeah.
What do you like about these new young guys that you got?
All in all, it's a hard-working group, and there's a great mixture of talent. There's the Prince type of guy, the quick, speedy, sharp-cutting kind of guy. There's the possession guys. There's guys that bring different skills. Devin Woolard, played every game last year. Returns, did a great job. Kalani Washington played corner last year. I'm moving him now to the slot position. Mitchell Anderson, who played last year at slot, he's back. Steven Salceda, and you got Ryan Michael, Sebastian Mora's in that group. A good group of players that really done a nice job this summer.
And finally, talk about your defense and the fact that 2 to 3 years ago, when you guys had trouble stopping elite teams, but last year and the year before, that's when you guys really stepped up defensively. How's this look?
Well, in 2014, we changed our defense around. Saw a lot more spread stuff. We were traditionally a 4-3 team, but because of the spread, we were 4-3 cover 4. We wanted to make sure that we were staying current with what teams were doing on offense. We made a switch in 14. We were not very good on defense in 2014, but we came back in 15, and I know that year we held Mission Viejo to their lowest total of the year that year. Obviously CIF champion, and the defense played really well. Last year, again, I agree. I thought we played pretty well overall. I think this year, again, our third year in the defense, we should definitely have it down pat. There will be new faces out there, don't get me wrong, but they've been in it now for a couple of years as far as a program.
And finally, how do you feel the division is going to shape up? You had some teams who dropped into the division from Division One, so it looks like it's been strong, but it looks like even that much more stronger this year.
Yeah, you know, that's what everybody voted for. You know, was for the so-called parity. You know, it is what it is. We're honored to be in Division Two. I mean, it's the second best 18 teams or whatever in the southern section that we're going to be pooled in with. It doesn't get much better. I mean, I know you got Division One and those great teams, and we're right there below them. And I think the teams, like you said, that some of them are coming down. They are damn good football teams. It should be an unbelievable playoff with especially Division One and Two teams for sure.
Okay.